you have clarity in terms of what you want out of this life, out of this day, out of this moment, right? Because people that don't, it's so, right? It's wishy-washy. It's whatever will be. It's being blown by the wind. There's so much uncertainty. I get it. But here's the key. There are external forces that you and I will never be able to control. What do they, them, all the they, thems that people say, oh, it's their fault, right? Government, this, you and I, we can't control that. So this conversation is about what you can control. And in order to be clear, it also requires this power of awareness and perception. And awareness and perception is largely shaped by the stories we construct, out of what we believe to be true, right? They are the stories we share inside of our own soul with ourselves where nobody's looking, right? And then the ones that other people in the community we tend to buy into or we sell to them. These stories shape how we're showing up every day. So in order for you to tap into the power of clarity is, what stories are you telling yourself? What stories do you believe? What stories have you been told? And once you know that, the question now is, with where you're going, right? With where you're going now, what new stories do you need to come up with that will help propel you forward? And it's this idea of answering some of these questions on the page, right? What's the quality of you understanding your own internal desires, your own needs, the needs of other people, right? Why do you need clarity? Is that without clarity, you're likely to miss the mark. Like without telling your GPS, I'm going to California. If you just start driving, you end up where you end up, right? You get what you get. The default is what you get, right? Is that, but once you gain clarity about where you are right now, in relation to where you want to go, then we can start focusing on how to get the map and the skills and the strategies and everything, the resources we need to get there, right? Something kicks in inside our being to start solving this puzzle of life, right? Is that you are equipped with intelligence, but if you don't give yourself something to solve, and if you don't give it a vision of the possibility, right? Because that vision is going to propel you forward. The moment you say, I am going here, this is where I want to go, something kicks in our being that starts attracting the skills, it just starts attracting the things we need to get to where we're going, right? So clarity is also knowing your starting point, right? When you punch the destination address into a GPS, the GPS also needs a reference point, right? It needs a reference point. So part of clarity is to say, how did I get here? Like where I am right now. What have I believed to be true? The good, the bad, the ugly, right? I always say, let's own our stuff. Let's own our stuff. Let's take responsibility of the greatness. Let's celebrate our accomplishments, but let's also say, I could have done that better, right? But here's the thing, but quickly shift to, how am I going to show up now? Because the reality is, I've seen this power that you can actually change your being in a moment. You can change your mind in a moment. You are empowered to say, I was going left, I'm going to make a turn and I'll start going right. Right? That's also something incredible about the human mind, is that in an instant, something can click. So it doesn't have to be 10 years. In an instant, something can click with enough strength and capacity to start pointing you in a new direction, right? The other thing is also this clarity of, okay, now I know where I am. I don't want to create, what patterns in my past don't I want to create anymore? It's the start, stop, continue. What new things am I going to start? What am I going to stop doing? And what am I going to continue doing? So start is new behaviors, new patterns, right? Stop is killing the things that I used to do that will no longer serve where I'm going. right? What got you here may not get you there. That's a saying, right? And then continue are the things that has worked for you in the past. They've served you well and they will continue to serve you in the future. There's no need shifting those things. And then understanding to say, what's the distance between where I am and what I want to do, where I am going, the things I want to accomplish, the person I want to become, right? You have to start thinking through those things. And there are more exercises we're going to go through that will help you with that.